You're watching One Fish, Two Fish, ROC. Yeah!
Hey there, you two. One Fish, Two Fish, ROC. Finally crawling out from under a rock in order to give you all an update. I've been really busy with work, so yeah, been doing what I can to try to watch videos and catch up with things, but it's been a zoo. Anyways, before we get too much further here, I want to thank AquariumCop and Protim Aquatics for putting together my little intro. Absolutely love that thing, love you guys both, and I will put links to their channels below. Alright, we got a day or two off, I gotta make the most of it here. So, we're gonna hit the road. Come on and ride shotgun with me, baby. Alright everybody, stop number 1 on the list, my LFS, which also happens to be a garden center. I'm going to go in and check up on some fish that I had on order. Apparently they arrived this morning, I got the notice. So let's go in and see how they are. Alright people, we're in here. We're looking at my tank, Elizabeth's tank, all on hold. Anyways, I'll do my best to show you in here. There's actually, I ordered some honeycomb cats, and they just arrived this morning. And there are also, believe it or not, some pygmy cories in here. Again, it's kind of hard. I know the lighting isn't too bright here, but I don't want to startle anybody. There's one right there. Whoops, I startled him. So I'm real excited. It looks like if all goes well, I'll be bringing home 6 honeycomb cats and probably a half a dozen of the pygmy cories, because there's another gentleman that will be sharing that order with me. And I want to introduce you to someone briefly here. This is my girl, Cassie.
Hi, I'm Cassie.
Say hi to everybody. I'm trying to talk her into going to the aquatic experience, but she's an absolute doll. Like me, she bought Rachel O'Leary's little handbook, because I handed her a list several weeks ago with all the different fish I was hoping to get, and she watches the list for me, and then she calls me when they come in, and she hangs on to them for a while till I get a chance to get a quarantine set up, and we make sure that they're going to survive the initial trip. And there you have it. Not a lot of detail here, but when I bring them home I'll be able to show you. So yeah, I'm going to stop the camera for a second because my battery's dying, and then I'll take a step back to give you an idea of what the entire fish room looks like at this particular store. Alright, real quick here, I'm just going to kind of pan around briefly. I'll come back and do a more detailed visit in the future. I just have a bazillion things I got to do, including picking up a box that I got from Lucky Schmuck's fish tanks today. More on that later. But yeah, as you can see, they keep a really nice variety of fish here. And one last shot of my girl Cassie over here. Anyways, we're going to head off to the next stop, and I will keep y'all posted. Thanks for watching so far. Alright everybody, off to the next errand now. We're going to move into the post office and we're going to see if my box is there from Lucky Schmuck's fish tanks. It should be. So I'm pretty eager to get that. We're going to give that a look-see here in a bit. And in the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this nice drive through the country here. Kind of a coolish day. It's only about 61 degrees today, overcast with bits of sun. Anyways, in the interest of driving safely here, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down till we get to the next till we get to the next destination. Talk much? Thanks. Well, I'm back home with the box that came from Lucky Schmuck down in Florida. So I figured I would try to do a brief unopening here. Excuse me. So anyways, it came in a nice little priority mailbox here. Arrived on time, 2-day shipping, so that was good. Nicely packed with newspapers. So let's undo this and see what we got inside here. Alright, I believe this is his very first shipment of livestock, so we're both hoping that this is a successful journey. I know he was going to give me some of his beautiful pink-red ram's horn snails, and possibly some other types of snails. So this looks like some of them. Let's see if I can get it unwrapped a little bit here real quick. certainly don't want to keep stuff in the bags any longer than I have to. Let's see what we got here. Worst comes to worst, I can put them in acclimation containers and film some more. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have a nice little bunch of snails here. I believe he was also sending me, it looks like maybe some mystery snails. Whoop. There's one of the pretty little red ram's horn. Like I say, I'll get it in a tank with better lighting here pretty soon so everyone can see. So anyways, a nice little bunch of snails. What else we got here? Ah, yes. Looks like some more of the snails. A nice big red, I'm trying to get it here where we can see it. A nice big red ram's horn snail there. And some other ones as well. Nicely packed. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah. He mentioned sending me some of his red cherry shrimp. So here they are. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm a little nervous because I have never had a shrimp of any sort, not a freshwater one before. So I'll get going on acclimating these, and hopefully I can get them to go right in the tank and things will go well. It looks like a nice little bunch of them. Again, I can show them off in a container once I get them. All right. And last but not least, he also mentioned, oh, there they are. Get this down where you can see. Some little wee bristlenose plecos. Looks like we got 2 here. He said he has a whole ton of them. In fact, he sent me a photograph, and he does have a whole ton of them. This is wonderful. So yeah, everything's packed. Everything came here, arrived alive. So that's really, really good news. So I'll go ahead and get all of this into some containers for acclimating, and we'll post an update once I get everything situated. Okay, I got all of the snails and the shrimp and the plecos into little containers here so that I can work on acclimating them. Once again, I got these from Lucky Schmuck's fish tanks down in Florida. Great guy. I will go ahead and post his channel in the links below. So there is the assortment of snails that I got. Boy, have I got a lot for them to start working on, that's for sure. And then moving on to the shrimp that he sent. Look at those guys. Wow. And then the 2 little wee plecos. Once again, everything was packed beautifully. Got here on time, alive. Everything's in wonderful shape. So yeah, Lucky Schmuck, I can't thank you enough. This is just wonderful. Okay, everybody. As many of you know, I'm from the Rochester, New York area, which is the home of the famous garbage plate. So a lot of you have asked me what they were all about. I've suggested that you Google them. They were originally invented by a gentleman by the name of Nick Tahou's. That is the original. So anyways, all the restaurants and chains around town have come up with their own version, of course. Nobody can really name it a garbage plate, so they come up with trash plate, junk plate, waste plate, whatever. Anyways, this is an example of one. No, I can't eat this whole thing in one sitting, nor would I even try. But you can get the meat hot sauce on top of your choice of usually hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, grilled cheese sandwiches, grilled chicken, you name it. Just depends on the place that's making it. This particular monstrosity is over mac salad and well done tater tots. And then I usually have them just dump a bunch of sweet pickles on top. And that's just a roll that they give you with the whole mess. So yeah, that's a garbage plate, or at least one version of it. So, bon appetit. Most of you are either going to think this is disgusting or you're going to think this might be one of the best looking things you've ever seen. Anyways, I know I like them, so I'm going to dig in here in a bit. So, you're still here? You've made it this far? Wow, good deal. Glad to have you here. Anyways, it's after midnight. I have no idea. It's the wee hours. I'm drinking coffee and continuing on with my big day off. So, behind me here is a little 10-gallon tank where I've been keeping my neon blue gobies now for a few weeks, quarantine and so on. But I'm about ready to go ahead and start moving them into the 20 long. Took a break here for a while this evening, caught a bunch of fun YouTube streams with some friends, met some new ones, hung out with some old ones, all good stuff. And I devoured part of that garbage plate, took my antacid, and I'm ready to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and insert some footage here of the gobies that I took earlier today when they were all out. Because once I get them into that 20 long, I may never see all of them at the same time again. Who knows? So anyways, we're going to keep plugging away. Thanks for sticking in this long. And yeah, onward with the gobies. Here's a little bit of footage of one of 6 neon blue gobies that I was able to acquire a few weeks ago. I will be preparing to get them out of this tank and into the 20 long tank, where I keep the hillstream loaches and the white cloud minnows. I was very, very lucky to get my hands on these, so I got 6 of them. Not totally sure which are males and which are females. This guy seems to have pretty good blue color, so I'm hoping it's a male, because a couple of the others don't seem quite as bright. Excuse me. So as you can see, they like to mow down algae. And they're rather shy, though. I mean, it's hard to see all 6 at the same time. That's happened a few times since I've gotten them, but very briefly, because when they see me approaching, it doesn't take long to dive back underneath these rocks. They will dig right down into the gravel to hide. I'm going to move slowly. There's another one poking out from behind that rock right there. I'm going to move the camera up, because there's one up here on the glass by the sponge filter. Sorry for lighting and miscellaneous pump noise, but I wanted to catch these guys while they were out. See, this one doesn't seem quite as bright, so I'm wondering if perhaps that's a female. So if any of you out there have these and want to comment or offer any advice or comments based on your own experiences, that would be great. I'd welcome that. Alright, I'll try to sneak over here. Slowly. Sorry. Don't want to give anybody motion sickness. There. Might be able to see him a little better on that rock right there. Oh! There's another one. Looks like I got about 4 of them out right now. But like I said, they're very, very quick, shy, and they're gone in a heartbeat if you do startle them. Definitely going to be a fun and entertaining fish to watch in that tank, along with the hillstream loaches. I'm really liking these species that require the high flow, high oxygen rate. There's a couple over here on the rock. I just keep going back and forth as they get into better view here, in hopes of being able to share this with you all. They definitely love their algae, though. Again, another reason to grow algae in your tank without shame. Another reason to not necessarily have to keep your glass absolutely pristine. These guys actually appreciate it if you don't do that. Ah, there we go. See the color on that one in the back? I'm really hoping that's a male. Maybe if I'm fortunate, we'll see. Maybe they'll decide to breed at some point on up the road. Even if they don't, I'm happy to have the ones that I have, and I'm looking forward to enjoying them in the tank. I really like to mow that algae down, though. Alright, who else is out? Let's see. And here's another one, popped right up from under the rock there. So there you have it. Neon blue gobies. Thanks for watching. Well, it's officially stupid o'clock in the morning, but I got through the day, got a ton done, feel pretty good about it. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you for hanging out with me today and watching your way all the way through the video. If you got all the way to the end in one sitting, got to applaud you for that. So, as always, thanks again for the support, your time, everything. Greatly appreciate it. So, for now, I'm going to go chill for a while. I want to say thanks again, and goodbye.